getting rushed into on one here. So he's gonna grab my head. I'm gonna look to keep my down block, cross grab that wrist. I slightly look away. I bump with my shoulder, and as I bump with my shoulder, I shoot an uppercut with this arm, and I pull across. So I have control of his like bicep and his wrist, okay, and a Russian 2-on-1 grip, okay. Ideally, I work my leg a little bit on the outside. Now you can keep this grip. You can always push it in and go to what we call the shovel grip. You go grab, or you're gonna weave it through with a fist, your choice. And then after that, you're gonna give it a little yank, and as he steps, you're gonna let go of that, and then you're gonna drive into him, and you're gonna pick up that leg to the outside treetop, okay? All right, so Dave is gonna do that to me. Now, once we get to the outside treetop, we're gonna look to how do we defend this. There's two ideas, okay? And first idea, if he has a scoop grip like this, I want to peel the outside arm and so you can leg curl. If you peel the inside arm, it doesn't really stop it, okay? So I target that far arm, the outside arm, and then I leg curl. I thigh wizard, post on the head, kick down and out, okay? Now, if he happens to ankle lock grip, okay, then from there, I want to get closer, and I want to pull his arm in, and I want to stomp my leg down, okay? And then once you get to that position, you're good to go. I like to try to get to this wizard side position here, so that way you can start going for counters, front headlocks, right, or your judo counters potentially, right? All right. So again, that's all we're working on to start. Rush into on one, little yank, drive into him, outside treetop. He can work his way out. If you switch, now he'll go treetop position again. You know, using that same idea, right? And again, guys, like when you get here, like if you try to pick up, it's not the best idea. The best thing to do is like drive into him so he can kind of like shift the weight to his back leg. Right here, it's impossible. Not impossible, but it's really inefficient to pick him up. But as soon as I like drive into him, it's a lot easier to pick up that leg. Okay, I usually go ankle lock grip. Now, if he tries to get close, I can always like push him away here with this on. So that's something we can do to kind of counter the escape. And then I do like to go for the scoop grip when I want to finish. So I stabilize here. I get a little bit of movement, so the weight's on the back leg. One uppercut, two uppercut. Lift, tap, control. Okay, I want you to make sure you hold on to the foot so you can't scramble away. Pass, control that wrist, knee on belly, switch. Okay. All right, one more time. Okay, he grabs my head. Good. Okay, we have like a lot of categories of like how we pass, right? We have outside passes, we have like smash passes, you know, like body lock, that kind of stuff. You know, we also have like, okay, we're having a hard time passing guard, we can go for a leg lock. And then the other category that we want to work on is our flyover category, right? So our flyovers are good. They're kind of like high risk, high reward type of ideas. I can go for either position, like, or submission. In this case, it'll be submission, okay? And I'm gonna show you guys like a bunch of like entries for it, and then we'll go from there, okay? So yeah, first one we can work on is doing it from like the HQ. I think it's the easiest place to do it from, the HQ passing position. Okay, so I'm gonna put him on his back. Okay, I'm gonna turn him on his side here, and then I'm gonna look to have my right leg in the middle, and I'm gonna staple across, okay? So first one we're gonna start with, we're in the nice dead bug bull ride type of position. Right leg in the middle, and we're gonna look to staple, and then we're gonna crouch on his butterfly guard and kind of smash it. I like to go for some type of arm control, like a bicep control. From there, I want him to get the underhook, so I'm gonna bait it by letting go of the bicep. He gets the underhook, I post, and now I'm gonna look to let go of the other arm and look for a chin strap, and I'm looking towards his back. And as I'm looking towards his back here, I do a little, I don't like to push myself too far. I just wanna like kind of like fall and push myself a little bit and get to the point that I can, you know, clear his legs and get to like almost like a inverted north-south position. and we have an anaconda choke ready to go, okay? So initially, like I'll grab his chin so he can't get away, and then I'll like to connect my hands in some type of grip, gable grip or ball and socket grip, and just make sure he can't get away. So the key to control in this position, because he wants to get to his knees a lot, you want to pull him back down and bridge him a little bit this direction. So he tries to get to his knees. I want to pull him down. I want to just kind of crunch his head into my body, so it's very difficult to move. Now from here, I don't like to commit to my squeeze too much. I want to like get to my point that I can hit my max type of reach. So I'm gonna look to get my adjustment. You take your time, and when you're ready, you'll grab your bicep. And right here is what I'm talking about. I don't squeeze 110%. Obviously, I want to squeeze to control, but I'm not trying to finish them yet. I want to look to keep reaching and reaching and reaching. And then once I'm at my max reach and I can't reach no more, that's when I commit to my squeeze mechanics. I want to really pinch my elbows together. So this one down, especially this one down, because that pushes the arm into his neck. I want to center his head so it's more on my chest, my sternum. And then I want to pinch my elbows together, flex my biceps, shrug my shoulders, and rotate my choke and elbow to the mat. Okay? Now you can obviously walk into his head. So I can walk into his head as well to get the tap. But the problem is if you rely on that, he just walks away to relieve the pressure. So we're going to walk away. Exactly. So I can walk, he would walk away, he's posting, all that kind of stuff. So can you breathe? You're okay?
Yep.
I want to make sure you have a little break, right? You good?
Yep.
I'm gonna go for it right now. So like say he walks away, but I have good squeeze mechanics, it doesn't matter. So I want you guys to like develop those. Now let's talk about if he flares his elbow. That's a problem. You have a couple solutions here that I like to do. First one that I like to do, if I'm able to, is use my top leg to chop that flared elbow in, and then I can leave it there, and now you're good to go. Okay, so that's one thing I like to do. And then the next is going to be our next attempt, which will be switching to a next submission, which I'll show you guys next, okay? So that's from the HQ. You can also do it from like butterfly guard. So we're here. Why don't you come over here? There you go. I'm looking for this point. Like I have to create space, but he'll sit up here and we'll create space, and I'll go for like a chin strap and an arm control of some sort, or a base, and then I'm just gonna look to like launch myself and push myself through, and then there's this as well. Okay, another entry we can do is from the pass attempt. Like I'm getting low here, and a lot of people are doing like types of leg grabs, like shin grabs, inverted grips to like pass nowadays. So I step my leg in, we're here, we're nice and tight, and then I can go for it as well. Okay. You can do this from 3/4 mount as well. It's a little more challenging. If we have mount position, but you have like my foot trapped. So you'll trap my foot right here. So you could do it from this position as well. Sometimes I don't like to because I feel like I lose position, but you can. I've seen it done a few times. You'll get here, and then when you get here, he'll try to get to his knees. I'm worried about that. He'll let go, and then you can kind of bridge him back down. So that's a possibility. If he keeps your leg, you can also look to kick it off using your free leg. That's a possibility. Or if he keeps your leg, you can actually lock it up and finish it with him keeping your leg, which is the harder of the scenarios, okay? Sometimes you can do it in half guard, and then we're like in that same type of a scenario, doing it from half guard because you'll have your leg trapped, right? So you'll be here, right? And then I'm in that same scenario of him controlling that leg, right? So, but yeah, if I can invert and flip over, I'm good to go. Okay. I personally like it more in like HQ position. I feel like that's the best percentage option for me. So I'll get here, go to HQ, he gets the underhook, and then at that point, I got it. I feel like that's, for me, one of the best options. So yeah, we're here, right? So from here, I want you guys to learn how to like bridge them back over to the side of the Anaconda. We could do it as a gator roll as well, okay? But I want you guys to learn it from here. It's gonna help you if they ever like get back up to their knees, okay? So we're here, we're gonna look to fall to the side of the choke. We're gonna look to flip them over, okay? And you can also use your leg in multiple ways in that scenario, as a butterfly hook or as a block for his cross body flyover to pass the side control. So we go back up to your knees here. Like say for instance, if I had a guillotine or anaconda, he'll just fly over to the opposite side, and now he can work his way out. Okay, that's that, or hop his work his way out of the guillotine or anaconda in this case, right? So I can also, if I'm here and I roll back up, and I feel like he's trying to pass that way, I can use this leg to kind of walk him over, and I'm gonna one leg bridge him over back to the anaconda position. So again, he gets to his knees, right? And I can flip him back over. Okay, and now we're good to go. Now we're going for the anaconda and it's not working, or he's flaring and I can't break the flare. I like to rotate to my knees, and as I rotate to my knees, I'm gonna reshoot this uppercut. So right now it's my right arm under his neck. I'm gonna switch it to my left arm under his neck as I roll to my knees. And then from there, ideally keep him on the side. And now I'm gonna push this on through for Darce, okay? Now, as you get the Darce here, if he happens to get back to his knees, go ahead. And I wanna keep the Darce. I like to gable grip, elbow pinch, and I'm gonna pull his head between my legs to make him flip back over. Palm his head, shoot super deep. Again, that same logic of max reach before I squeeze. I keep going and get max reach. And now for the finishing mechanics here, I like to drop, flex, shrug my shoulders, and rotate my choke and elbow to the ceiling. Should be a nice blood choke there. Okay, so one more time, we go for that one of the rolling anaconda entries. Okay, we're here, right? We're here, he gets to his knees. I follow, I bridge him back over. I try to set it up, baby's flaring. I rotate to my knees, shoot the uppercut for the Darce, finish the Darce. Sub only, I need the submission, I can't submit them out, or I'm losing by so many points, I gotta go for something anyways. This works really good as he's trying to kip, okay, so it's a good counter to kip in. I'll show you a couple of different ideas about it though. So if you can grab the wrist and go for the chin strap, you could potentially go for a mount guillotine. That is a route for sure, and that's definitely what I want to, at some point want to show you guys. But, say you're here and every time you let go of that wrist, he grabs you and you just can't finish the guillotine. So if you can hold the wrist, you can do a flyover and then transfer to that same idea. That's the option number one. That's like the easiest option for mount. Option number two, I would like you guys to practice from like a tripod position, and he can this is something just to get good practice on. Close one hand, wrap around the chin strap, and then you can mid-air fall and catch. That'll be option two. Now option three, and that's not how we would use that in sparring. It's just like a way to kind of drill the idea. Now the last one will be how we would do it in sparring. Is his hands on my hips. He's starting to kip. I want to have a one hand. See, now we're back to that tripod position. Now we would go for it. Okay, so go back down. So my goal is to do this kind of fast. A lot of moving pieces, catching it mid-air. So I apologize if I mess it up. I'm gonna see if I can do it in my first attempt. All right, go for it. It's pretty good. And then from there, we're good to go, okay? Now, what happens? Again, he keeps getting up to his knees. We can't bridge him over. Because getting up to his knees is going to be like one of his go-to ideas here, okay? So as he gets up to his knees, I can easily use this arm, the chin strap arm, to grab that arm, and both of my legs are on the outside now. He can't stop a go behind. Very easy go behind. There you go. And then in this position, now I can attack whatever you want. Back take, truck, crucifix. I don't really care. You guys get creative control. Okay, whatever you guys want to do, I'm cool, right? Okay, so one more time from mount. Okay, I usually like to have one hand post, and I'm smothering, controlling his head. He goes for it, and then I can look to grab and pull myself back in, and then go for it. He gets up to his knees, spin around for the go behind, and then attack whatever option you guys would like to do. Okay, guys.